Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that your future is not something you find, it's something you build? Too often, we wait. We wait for the perfect opportunity, the right moment, the right circumstances. But the truth is, your future is not determined by what happens to you, it's shaped by what you choose to do. Big futures are built on small choices. We often believe that success, change, and the life we dream of come from one massive breakthrough, a lucky moment, a perfect opportunity, or a single bold move. But the truth is, the most extraordinary transformations don't happen in an instant. They happen gradually, shaped by the small, seemingly insignificant decisions we make every single day. Think about the people who have achieved incredible things: leaders, innovators, athletes, and creators. None of them arrived at their success overnight. They didn't wake up one morning with all the answers, all the skills, or all the resources. They got there by making small, consistent choices that compounded over time. Imagine someone who wants to get in the best shape of their life. They don't achieve that goal by working out for 10 hours straight one day and then quitting. They achieve it by showing up daily, making the decision to exercise, to eat better, to get enough sleep. At first, the changes seem small, almost unnoticeable. But over time, those small actions accumulate into something powerful. The same principle applies to everything: your career, your relationships, your mindset, and your future. The challenge is that small choices are easy to dismiss. Waking up an hour early to work on your dream feels insignificant when you don't see immediate results. Making one extra phone call, reading 10 more pages of a book, or stepping just a little outside your comfort zone may not feel like much in the moment. But those choices add up, and over time, they create momentum. Think about two people standing side by side. If one of them shifts their direction by just 1 degree, the difference may seem unnoticeable at first. But if they keep walking in those slightly different directions, over time, they end up in completely different places. That's exactly how small choices work. They don't change your life immediately, but they change your trajectory. Too often, people get stuck waiting for the perfect moment. They tell themselves they'll start when they have more time, more money, more confidence, or more certainty. But waiting is just another way of staying the same. There is no perfect time. The only time you have is right now. So, start today. Start small. But start. Wake up a little earlier to work on that idea. Take the risk and have the conversation you've been avoiding. Read the book that expands your thinking. Say yes to the opportunity that scares you. Every small decision is a step forward, and every step forward builds momentum. The most successful people aren't necessarily the ones with the most talent, the most resources, or the most connections. They're the ones who understand the power of small, intentional actions. They're the ones who choose progress over perfection, who take the next step even when they don't have it all figured out. Your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create with every choice you make. The life you want isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. The small actions you take today will determine the opportunities, the success, and the person you become in the future. It won't always be easy. There will be moments when you don't see progress, when you feel like your efforts aren't making a difference. But the key is to keep going. Keep making those small choices, even when they seem insignificant. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that every step you took, no matter how small, led you to something bigger than you ever imagined. The question is not whether you can change your future. The question is whether you're willing to make the small choices today that will shape the life you want tomorrow. Your future isn't what happens to you, it's how you see it. Every single person faces challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. No one is immune to difficulty. But if that's true, why do some people rise above their circumstances while others feel stuck? The answer isn't found in their situation, it's found in their perspective. The way you interpret and respond to what happens in your life shapes your future far more than the events themselves. Two people can go through the exact same challenge, yet come out of it with entirely different results. One sees it as a roadblock, a reason to stop, a confirmation of their fears. The other sees it as a stepping stone, an opportunity to learn, grow, and push forward. The situation is the same, but the outcome is completely different, all because of perspective. The most successful people in the world don't have easier lives. They don't avoid failure, rejection, or setbacks. They experience all of those things sometimes more than others. But what sets them apart is their mindset. When things don't go as planned, they don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow?" That simple shift changes everything. Life will always present challenges, and some of them may feel unfair, unexpected, or even overwhelming. But the truth is, you can't always control what happens to you. You can't control every setback, every difficult person, every twist in the road. But you can control how you respond. You can choose to see difficulties as defeats, or you can see them as part of the journey towards something greater. Think about a time in your life when something didn't go the way you planned. Maybe it was a rejection, a failure, or a major disappointment. In the moment, it probably felt like a dead end. But looking back, did it lead you to something better? Did it teach you something? Did it push you in a direction you wouldn't have gone otherwise? More often than not, what feels like a setback is actually a setup for something greater. History is filled with people who turned obstacles into opportunities simply because they chose to see them differently. Some of the world's greatest innovations, businesses, and personal successes came from moments of difficulty. People who were fired, rejected, or told they weren't good enough used those experiences not as reasons to quit, but as fuel to move forward. The key difference wasn't their talent or resources, it was their perspective. When you shift your mindset, you shift your future. If you see challenges as the end, you stop moving forward. But if you see them as lessons, as opportunities, as stepping stones, you keep going. And the longer you keep going, the more you grow, the more you learn, and the closer you get to the life you want. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is easy. It means recognizing that even in the hardest moments, there is something valuable to be gained. It means refusing to let circumstances define you and choosing to define them instead. Your future is not shaped by the events of your life alone. It is shaped by the way you choose to see those events. The same situation that breaks one person can strengthen another. The difference is not in the event itself, it's in the perspective. So the next time you face a challenge, stop and ask yourself, how am I choosing to see this? Is this a roadblock or a stepping stone? Is this happening to me, or is this happening for me? That one question can change the course of your future, because in the end, it's not what happens that matters most. It's how you choose to see it. Your future is not determined by chance or circumstance, it's crafted by your daily choices and perspectives. Embrace challenges as opportunities, make deliberate decisions, and cultivate a mindset that sees possibilities. By doing so, you take control of your destiny and steer your life toward the future you envision. So today, I challenge you, take control. Make one decision, however small, that moves you closer to the life you truly want. Because in the end, the future isn't waiting for you. It's waiting to be created by you. Thank you.